Hi guys, Sheila here from How We Homeschool the Austins. I just want to let you know that my face is a little bit swollen, especially around the jaw, and I'm kind of in a lot of pain right now, but I'm trying to get these videos done because I had my wisdom teeth out, all four of them, just a couple days ago. So if I look really pudgy, like a chipmunk, that's why. So I'm going to go on and tell you what we use for spelling. Spelling wisdom, simply Charlotte Mason. And this will last us this year and probably into next year. It's just the first volume, book one. It is American spelling, so that kind of sucks, but that's what I got. And on top of that, Elijah's been doing spelling you see, and I really do like that. I seen it on another review and we ordered it like probably about a month and a half ago, and he's been working through it and he likes it. It's pretty independent, so I'm going to get that again for him and one for my daughter at her level as well. So they'll do that in their independent work, and then we'll do the spelling wisdom together. Now at the beginning of the spelling wisdom, it does tell you how it's supposed to be used and done, and we don't use it exactly how they say to use it, but we're still using it and we're still doing something with it, so I think that's pretty good. So each day there's an exercise and a little clip, kind of like from a story or a poem or something like that of good literature. And the way that we do it is I read one exercise to the kids a day out loud. My daughter tries to write it out, and my son writes it out. But if he is having trouble with a word, or I know that a word is really hard, I will let him look at it and copy it out. So his is kind of part dictation, part copy work, whereas hers is more the dictation. And you're supposed to let them look at it and study it first and find what words they think that they're going to have trouble with, and study those. And that's not the way the Naisha wants to do it. She just wants the challenge and she just wants to do it. So she doesn't usually get that many wrong. But when they do get them wrong, I make them rewrite them out 10 times. And so that's how we're using it right now. It's a little something that we can do together to kind of work on our spelling, but as well they're going to be doing the spelling you see curriculum, and they see a lot of spelling because they're reading and writing all the time. So I'm hoping that that will help them with their spelling as well. And so that's what we do for spelling, and then I'll share with you another Charlotte Mason based curriculum. It's Discovering Nature and Science series, made in his own image. And this is all about the human body. So I secondhand got one of these curriculum Discovering Nature and Science study from Sandy Queen, and it was a nature walk with Aunt Bessie. We did that 2 years ago, and we really liked it because it was the living approach again, and really simple, open and go, no prep. And that works really well for us given our situation because their father and I both work, so we have to be really flexible, and open and go curriculum is really awesome for us. And living book approach works really well for my children. So this one we are doing on the human body, and it's probably going to take us 2 years because we don't do it every day. We just do a couple lessons a week. So some weeks it's a story, and it's a living story. It's a family with 4 children and how they talk about their health and their body and things that they encounter in their everyday life. And then they have some exercises. You can see there that my daughter had to draw and label, and my son does too. Draw and label different diagrams of the human body. And they have the hip. So it's kind of the notebooking approach that works well for us again too. And then they have little research lessons. So a little bit of writing there. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a little bit less. This one was find out how a ball and socket joint works and write a short report on what you find. This one is some diagrams that she had to look up and some writing. find the answers. So I'll read this and we'll kind of do it together, but then I get her to do a little bit more. Then we're back onto a story, then some more diagramming, then there's some experiments. So one of them that we did was, I don't like science experiments very much because you have to go to the dollar store and buy all this stuff and do all this prep, but these ones were actually really easy to do so far and really applicable. So this one was what keeps bones strong. So you just needed a glass jar with a lid and white vinegar and a chicken drumstick bone, and you let it soak, and then 3 days later you examined it. So that was pretty easy to do. We did that. There was another one with butter and margarine that I really liked, and one of the things I love about these curriculums is they're not like kind of the common medical approach. They're more of like a natural approach, and I really like that. Here's another diagram of the bone, and she had to research about bone marrow and stuff there. So it's kind of like a writing curriculum as well. Health, anatomy, another research little report, and learning about bones in your hands and feet. And since we are doing writing and other things too, I told her that some days we can just look up the information and do it orally together. This one is on your posture. And another day we made a smoothie. She had to look up about how smoking affects your body and secondhand smoke and do reports on it. Chewing tobacco. Another story where they visit the chiropractor. Learning about your muscles and health, which works really well because we're also doing Beachbody's 21-day fix exercise plan, so it kind of works in with learning about our muscles and how to keep ourselves healthy and strong. Some more diagrams and some more labeling and writing and research. So this curriculum is a little harder to get. Sandy Queen is American and they charge you a lot to ship it. So what I did is I contacted the Tree of Life book service and I told her that I wanted to order this book, and I was also ordering my language lessons through them, and so they did that special order for me. So that's how I went about it, but it does cost a little bit more. So that is our spelling and our science covered now that we do together.